सुरभूसुर संसेवित शरणमकविदूरं सुरभूसुर संसेवित शरणमकविदूरं शरणागतमन्दारं करुणा सागरम् हरिनांग गर्वहरं धीरं गुहसोदरं हरिनांग गर्वहरं धीरं गुहसोदरं वरपाशाङ्कुशधरं वासुदेव भक्तवरं लम्बोदर अवलम्बे अम्बसुतमहर्निशं लम्बोदर अवलम्बे.
Many centuries ago, there lived a skeptical disciple called Vichitra Leela and a compassionate Guruji in an ashram. The ashram was divinely peaceful and surrounded by the serenity of nature. The Guruji had an utmost pleasing presence and he blessed his disciples with immense love and compassion. However, Vichitra Leela doubted the very existence of God and the teachings of his Guruji. Vichitra Leela would break his head, immersing himself in the thought of, does God really exist? However, he trembled in fear to ask such an atrocious question to his Guruji. One day, when his mind could no longer take the storms of doubt, he gathered all his courage and went to his Guruji. Guruji was sitting under the huge banyan tree in deep meditation. As Vichitra Leela approached closer to the tree, Guruji opened his eyes, smiled warmly and nodded at him. Vichitra Leela, who doesn't believe in God, folded his hands and very slowly asked thus, Guruji, does God accept the Naivedhyam that we offer to him? If yes, and if God eats away all the prasadam, then from where do we distribute it to others? How come the prasadam is still there for all of us to eat? He then carefully added, Guruji, does God really consume our prasadam? Guruji looked into Vichitra Leela's eyes deeply for a brief moment and without making any comments, he walked to the place where the other disciples had gathered for their class. That day, the class was about one of the Upanishads, namely the Ishavasya Upanishad, and Guruji taught them a mantra that cited a simple truth of nature. Guruji chanted in his melodious voice, Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Guruji explained its inner meaning to the Shishyas. He then instructed the disciples to practice the mantra by heart and all of them started practicing it sincerely. That afternoon, Guruji went to Vichitra Leela who had asked the doubt about Naivedhyam. Guruji asked him to recite the mantra without seeing it in the book. Vichitra Leela promptly and proudly recited the entire mantra with no mistakes at all. Guruji smiled and asked, Did you really memorize everything as it is from the book? The worried Shishya replied, Yes, Guruji, I have memorized and recited word for word as it is in the book. Guruji's smile grew brighter and he questioned, if you have taken every word in the book into your mind, then how come the words are still left back printed as it is in the book? Vichitra Leela was astonished by the question posed by Guruji. Seeing his Shishya's bewilderment, Guruji explained, the words in the book are in the Sthula Sthiti or the gross and seen form, whereas the words in your mind are in the Sukshma Sthiti or the subtle and unseen form. Likewise, the Naivedhyam that we offer to God is in the Sthula Sthiti, while God lovingly accepts our offerings in the Sukshma Sthiti. Then, how will the food become any less in quantity? Saying so, Guruji smiled. Vichitra Leela was awestruck with the simplicity with which his Guruji had made him see through the subtlety of the divine. He felt guilty for his disbelief in God and Guruji, and at that very moment surrendered himself at his Guruji's feet. After a few seconds of regaining his normalcy, Vichitra Leela spoke with folded hands. I understand now, Guruji. God accepts our offerings in the Sukshma Sthiti while we take it as his prasadam in the Sthula Sthiti. Guruji patted the Shishya's shoulder, smiled and walked inside the ashram. Vichitra Leela was a changed person and progressed on a new journey from that day.
If you like this video, click on the like button, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, do not miss to hit the bell icon to be notified each time we upload a video. Thank you.